Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Filipino Time. For today's unboxing, we'll be showing you the Baltic MR01. So, let's get started. First things first, we have the box. It's quite a simple box with their branding on top. But when we open it, we are greeted by this meticulous cork clamshell inner box. So your papers are tucked away neatly in the first box. So we have Baltic on top of this cork. And there you have it, the MR01. So quickly for the dimensions, you have 36 millimeters in diameter, it's around 10 millimeters thick, and features a 20 millimeter lug width if you wish to change the strap. So this is the micro rotor line under Baltic's classic collection, along with the popular tri-compacts and bi-compacts models. So as you may have guessed, MR in the model name MR01 stands for micro rotor. So this is the more popular and unique salmon dial variant, but they also come in silver and blue. So in pictures online, you may see a slight pink hue, which is probably why it's called the salmon dial, but in person, it gives off a more flaky goldish color. So if you look closely at the dial, you can see a flaky grainy texture. And of course, immediately you can see the sweeping seconds sub-dial. But interestingly, it's not in the 6 o'clock position where other watch brands typically place the sub-dial, but rather along the 7 and 8 o'clock position, taking up around 1/3 of the dial. So the sub-dial has its own indices around the perimeter and has a subtle ring pattern within. You'll have to look closely. The rest of the numbers have this fancy yet elegant font from numbers 9 all the way to 6. And you have this railroad outer chapter ring, which consists of the sub indices in increments of 5. Now the sub dial has a simple hand, while the hour and the minutes are double-edged. Of course, you have the brand name Baltic on top, but other than that, nothing else, to avoid making the dial overcomplicated. So obviously no bezel insert since it's a dress watch. The bezel comes as a polished mirror finish. So you get the stainless steel case with the beads of rice bracelet. Now you may also choose to order it with a leather strap, which is cheaper than the beads of rice bracelet. It comes in this branded dual push button clasp. And you have this very simple crown at the 3 o'clock, although it's not screwed down, since as a dress watch it's not that necessary. For the crystal, it comes with a high domed Hesalite, overall making the watch water resistant up to 3 ATM, so it's good enough for washing your hands. As for the back, you have a clear case back to showcase that micro rotor. So you just have this small rotor that fills 1/3 of the case back rather than the entire movement, which is interesting since it does diminish the typical whirring motion that you often feel when you power up or wind up a hefty automatic watch. So this movement is the Hangzhou CAL 5000A automatic movement with a 42-hour power reserve. So let's get our wrist shot. On my 7-inch wrist. So it's kind of tight and a little bit too small for my taste. But overall, still a very interesting piece from Baltic. So that's it for our episode today. We hope that you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like, and leave us a comment down below what you think about this piece and anything else about Baltic in your opinion. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.